Hello, Knife World. I'm filming this video directly after my last one, and if you watched my last one, the lighting was kind of dying on me, and I typically use natural light, so I think it does a good job of capturing the way the knife looks most often. But I wanted to do this video right after, and artificial light it is because the lighting in my room is kind of yellow, and it's not the best. That being said, I guess my commentary point of the day is for all of the knife videographers and people who do videos and good photography, which is not me. I'm very envious of your booth setups and your lighting and your cameras because after starting this, I recognize how challenging it is to get good images and videography of knives. And so a lot of people out there who do a really nice job. You know, hats off to you guys. You know who you are when you have full-blown, studio set up to do this kind of work. So I apologize that there's going to be some glare. This is not a professional camera light. This is just a lamp that has some bright light that's not super directed. So that's about the best I could do for this video. But I'll roll around this knife here for a second so you can see the color and stonewash bolsters, and you see that satin blade. I guess the other piece of commentary that I have for this video is that I think I want to do a 365-day knife challenge. And so what is that? I kind of got inspired from another YouTuber. His name is Dirk. I'll probably link his channel in my description. But if you are one of my 25 subscribers, or however many I have right now, you already know of Dirk's work. I think he probably turned more people onto my channel than I will be turning onto his. But that being said, he bought a Frank Fisher. It's called the King Battle. It was a Damascus and I believe Mokutai double bolster, full build. I think it was a liner lock. And it was really quite a stunning knife. It's passed hands through some prominent collectors before. And he carried it for 365 days to kind of document his journey with it. That knife was his grail, and he was really interested in just carrying it and experiencing it. And I kind of want to do that. So why this knife? So this probably isn't like one of my grail knives, and I think the grail knife kind of gets thrown around a lot for everybody, even myself. Frank Fisher Battle was kind of a grail knife for me. I did buy one. It wasn't everything I wanted it to be. I ended up getting rid of it. This is a story for another day, and I probably covered it in some of my other videos. Maybe check out my TJ Fisher Lash video if you want more battle commentary from me. But maybe the non-flipper, that was a grail, and I've had one, I got rid of it, and then I bought another one, and I still have that one, so maybe that's a grail knife. But why this one? I got this knife pretty recently, and if you've watched my videos, you probably saw me getting this one, or you know the story of getting this one, so I'm not going to get too much back into that. But I've been carrying it recently, and I kind of just want to experience, like, falling in love with the knife. And I say that in the terms of, like, I want to appreciate it for more than just its fit and finish and its beauty. And this knife, its fit and finish, Jeremy did a great job on it. It's a really great style. It's polarizing. But I want to kind of learn a knife more than just like how it looks. And I recognize that that's probably gonna leave this knife after carrying it for 365 days with a lot more wear and tear than it's got right now, because it's pretty much mint right now. But I think for me, I'd like to try it because it really tells you about the knife. And I don't know, I think it's kind of amusing. As a custom knife collector, I typically try and keep my pieces in pretty good condition. Probably for the resale value, even on knives that I don't really intend on getting rid of. I'm pretty selective about taking which knife out for which kind of activity. And so that's probably not going to change a whole lot in terms of like if I'm cutting carpet, I don't usually do that. But if for some reason there's a really hard task that a box knife is the obvious tool choice for, I am not going to go get my custom Vanquish to destroy it just because. If there's an obvious tool for the right choice, I'm going to use that tool, just like how I did with my entire knife collecting journey. Like if there's a better tool for the job, that's what I'm gonna use. That being said, if I need a pocket knife and this will be in my pocket, this is what's going to get used. But that's different than abusing a pocket knife and using it for something that it wouldn't get used for. Now I understand that if you're you got a blue collar job and whatever pocket knife is in your pocket all the time is the one that you're thrashing on. You're thrashing on a Spyderco and you're beating it up. I totally respect that. But that's not me. Like I work a white collar job. I'm in an office. I don't thrash on my knives. Like there's very rarely a scenario where thrashing on my knives is how I use it. And so like, I'm gonna use this knife how I use pocket knives, and that's generally light duty cutting of any kind, breaking down boxes. It's that kind of stuff for me. It's not, I'm not out there on the construction site, putting buildings together or welding pipe out there in Montana or something like that. That's not what I do. So, my knife carrying journey is going to continue how I typically carry knives. I guess what I'm going to, like, what the difference is for me is that this is going to be the everyday carry. Like, this is what's going to go in the pocket. I'm going to still try and take it on vacations. Like, if I would have taken another knife on vacation, it'll be this one instead. And, I just kind of want to see how I feel about it. Maybe I'll do a couple of update videos along the way. Or if for some reason I can't do 365 days for whatever reason, I guess we'll provide updates on that. But, yeah, I kind of just wanted to put this video together to, I don't know, challenge myself more than anything about just seeing how I think about knives, and maybe I'll gain a different level of appreciation for knives as I come in and out of this challenge. I'm looking forward to it, and we'll kind of see how it goes. I think this knife is okay for a 365-day challenge. I have no idea what the blade steel is, because there's no COA in the packaging that I got. I'm not sure what Jeremy likes to use. Maybe I'll send him a message and see if he by chance remembers, or if he always uses CPM 154 or something. Maybe I can just take his word that that's what this is. But it's a pretty good shape as far as use goes, because it's got a lot of belly. So as far as cutting goes, it has a lot of usable edge. And I can also probably get this on my wicked edge because it has a couple of good flats. So the wicked edge, you clamp it on the flats, and then you take stones and you roll it over the edge with its set angle. Maybe I'll show you me doing that for one of my videos in the future. Me sharpening my Jeremy Marsh Vanquish. And so I think that I can both sharpen this, and I don't know what the steel is, so I can't say that the steel is the best choice for everyday carry, but since I can sharpen it and it's a usable shape, I think that that'll be points ahead. As far as the materials go, I'm not worried about scuffing brown micarta or stonewashed titanium. I love stonewashed titanium because it hides wear so well. Same with pocket clip, it's stonewashed titanium, which I'm going to love as far as my carrying goes. I think it has a pretty good user finish on there. Satins aren't my favorite blade finish because, as I've discussed in other videos, as soon as you do cutting, your cutting is usually in the opposite direction of the satin. And while this satin looks really nice, I'd say as far as performance goes, it like when you start putting scratches in it going in a perpendicular direction to the way that the finish was initially done, you see those scratches really early. And this blade was dark washed or acid etched, and then satined with steel wool and oil. At least that's what my understanding of it was. So refinishing this is probably going to be a doozy. I have no idea what Jeremy's policy on refinishing looks like. So I guess we'll just have to roll with the punches on that if I ever want to get it refinished. But I think my mindset about this shouldn't be when I can get it refinished. I think it should be mostly just enjoying the knife. I don't have tools to tweak anything on this, so hopefully the blade and stuff stay pretty centered. You can see there, based on his design, he's got to have that really, really close, otherwise visually it doesn't look right. And he does a great job because, man, that looks close. So, I think this will just be a fun adventure for me, and I'm looking forward to it. And, you know, maybe this inspires another high-end knife collector on their next get. When they're looking for their next knife, maybe they can think about, could it be a 365 day a year knife? And I'm curious to see if that's the case for anybody, and maybe you should do some video or photo documentary of your knife along its journey. To be honest with you, I'm a little surprised after seeing Dirk's battle for 365 days, because he's completed his challenge now. It doesn't look nearly as used as I kind of would expect. It definitely has new wear, especially on the blade. I feel like I saw new wear develop, which is great because that's what his intention of it was. It has a really usable blade shape, maybe like you wouldn't think it's super usable because it's really out there, but as you like actually use it, you realize that that extra point on there is great for like opening boxes and stuff. And that's where you see a lot of his wear, because that's probably how he uses it. And I feel like I saw that wear increase as he was doing it. So we'll be curious to see kind of how this knife develops wear and what I think of it after a while. So this isn't going to be a super long video because I kind of already talked about the knife, but I talked about my application, this knife, maybe some ideas in the future. So yeah, I apologize that the lighting probably isn't everything you desire, but I appreciate you joining me anywho, and I will catch you in the next one. I don't know how I'll do knife videos in the future, because if I'm carrying this one, I'm probably not going to be super incentivized to buy another knife. So maybe my knife videos will look more like discussions or something like that. Maybe, you know, I'm still going to shows, so I might still get knives, but if I'm going to commit to carrying this one through for 365 days, I'm going to have to commit to carrying this one. Like, it can't be, you know, can't be looking to buy new stuff and carry new stuff all the time if I want to meet that challenge. So I don't know, maybe this will change my perspective as a collector a little bit, and we'll see how it goes. All right. Well, I'll give you another quick look around, walk around here, and then I will let you get back to it. All right. Thank you, everybody.